Hiya! For most Mandarin learners, one of the first words they learn is nǐhǎo, because we want to say hi to people, to be polite and to be able to start a conversation with the native language speakers. Nǐ is the Chinese word for you and hǎo is the word for good. So nǐhǎo literally means you are good. Instead of using the pattern of good plus a time frame in many languages like good morning in English, guten Tag in German, bonjour in French, bună dimineața in Romanian, Chinese use a different pattern. We use the pattern of people plus good, like nǐhǎo, which literally means you are good in Mandarin, and nǐhǎo, meaning granny's good. So I guess it's a bit like hope you are well. But is nǐhǎo the best way to say hi? Well, surprisingly, many Chinese don't use nǐhǎo with their family and friends, especially young people. It sounds too formal. When we use nǐhǎo, it's sort of indicated that we're not that close and we don't know each other that well. So basically, I would use nǐhǎo with my boss, my clients, friends, new neighbors, new colleagues, and strangers. And we often use 您好 with older people to show our respect. So 您 is the polite form of you. So it's just like vous in French. Then what do we use to say hi to family and friends who are very close to us? Actually, the best way is just to say hi. Yes, simply hi. In fact, Mandarin as a mother language is quite inclusive. Compared to the formal way of greeting, hi is easier to pronounce and sounds more casual and approachable. Instead of 你好, we say hi to people who are very close to us, especially if we are of similar age. For example, classmates, flatmates, and colleagues. We sometimes say hello as well, but with a bit of Chinese accent, so like hello. But to show our respect for some family members and friends who are older than us, we use the pattern of name and or title plus 好. For example, 奶奶好 for our grannies, 叔叔好 for our uncles or our parents' male friends. And if this person's surname is Li, we could say 李叔叔好. We use the same pattern to greet other people we respect, such as teachers, doctors, police, work colleagues with senior positions, and respectful neighbors in the community. For example, in general, we say 老师好 to our teachers, with 老师 meaning teacher, and the phrase 老师好 literally means teacher's good. If we want to emphasize one particular teacher, we would use the surname of this teacher in front of the word 老师. For example, we'll say 李老师好 if the surname of the teacher is Li. Sometimes we drop the word 好 and only use the name or title of someone, especially if we are quite familiar with each other. For example, I've got a previous flatmate called Lily, who was my work colleague and has been a very good friend to me. When we saw each other on campus, she would just wave to me and say 纯, and then I'll just wave back, calling her Lily. And then we'll just simply start a conversation very naturally afterwards. It's the same with older family members, so we can say 哥哥好 or 哥哥 to our older brothers. But usually it's only the very young children who use 哥哥好. As we grow older, we will drop the word 好 and switch to 哥哥 gradually. But still, some just use hi or hello with anyone in the family, younger or older. I sometimes say hello with my parents when we Skype. So I guess my advice would be, stop saying 你好 to your family and friends who are really close to you. Use it with your work colleagues, clients, boss, and strangers. I'll see you in the next video.